3, 2, 1. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying.
Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello y'all, this is Extra Spacey. Welcome to my channel. Today is Starlink Group 6-63 from LC39A. I'm your host from the Extra Space. Oh frick, it's showing it. My bad, I forgot to zoom in the screen. You don't want to see that. That's nasty. We like it. We like to see everything raw and stuff on this in this channel. Yeah, I need to update T0 real quick. I'll get into my info. T-5, 4, 3. Okay, T0 has now been set. Just fix the screen. Just a little bit more. Sorry about the the issues. Alright. So, the mission debriefing from NSF's channel. They say, this is Starlink Group 6-63. The launch time is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at 9:45 p.m. CDT Central Time. This is a Falcon 9 Block 5. The booster for this is B-1077 on its 13th flight and the 36-day term for this booster. The booster will be landing on just read instructions. The booster will be doing this the booster will make the mark for the 323rd Falcon recovery attempt. And this booster is going to be launching for LC39A, Kennedy Space Center, Florida, USA. Starlink Group 6-63 is a batch of Starlink V2 mini satellites for their second generation high-speed low Earth orbit internet satellite constellation. There will be 23 payloads, and they're going to be going to low-Earth orbit. This will be the 99th orbital launch attempt of 2024, the 354th mission for SpaceX, and 54th mission for SpaceX of this year. So, saying that, SpaceX has had the most launches, and they're actually is the company that has the most launches ever this year so far. So that's a crazy number. And this would be the 340th mission of the Falcon 9 and the 54th mission of the Falcon 9 for this year. Only Falcon 9s have launched so far. But Starship Flight 1 or Flight 4 will change that if you count that as a SpaceX mission, which it is. There's no argument in that. Yep, that's basically all for the Falcon 9. I'm gonna get the other thing up. I'm gonna read this off of SpaceX's website. So, SpaceX is currently targeting Thursday, May 23rd of their Falcon 9 launch of 23 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit from Space Launch Complex 39A, LC-39A at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Liftoff is currently targeted for 10:45 p.m. ET. Additional opportunities are also available on Friday, May 24th, starting at 6:26 p.m. ET. A live webcast of this mission will begin on X about 5 minutes prior to liftoff. Watch live. This is the 13th flight for this first stage booster supporting this mission, which previously supported Crew 5, GPS 3, Space Launch Vehicle 6, Inmarsat 16, Ceres 28, G37, and NG 20. Cygnus 20, and 6 Starlink missions. Following stage separation, the first stage will land just on JRTI, just read the instructions during ship, which will be stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. The countdown events before the launch: 38 minutes. The SpaceX launch director will verify GoPro pilot load. 2 events at 35 minutes. The RP-1 loading begins on the first and second stages. At 35 minutes, also the LOX loading begins on the first stage. At 16 minutes before the launch, the second stage LOX loading begins. At 7 minutes, Falcon 9 first stage engine chill happens. At 2 events at 1 minute. Vehicle pressurizations before launch, and pre-launch checkouts before launch. Wait, let me change this real quick. And I know it might be frustrating to see this. We're not actually holding. Oops, my bad. Sorry. We don't want this to pop up. I know it's getting tiring for y'all guys to see it. When we're actually in the hold, we'll put that up. But whenever we get to go, we'll put that up. But yeah. So at 45 minutes, the SpaceX launch director verifies go for launch. At 3 seconds before the launch, engine ignition sequence happens, and at T0, Falcon 9 lifts off. At 1 minute 11 seconds, mass Q happens. At 2 minutes and 25 seconds, the first stage engine cuts off. At 2 minutes and 29 seconds, the stage separation happens. At 2 minutes and 36 seconds, the second stage engine starts again. At 3 minutes and 2 seconds, the fairing deployment happens. At 6 minutes and 2 seconds, the first stage entry burn begins. At 6 minutes and 27 seconds, the first stage entry burn ends. At 7 minutes and 52 seconds, the first stage landing burn begins. At 8 minutes and 15 seconds, the first stage lands. At 8 minutes and 39 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off. At 54 minutes and 4 seconds, the second stage engine starts, SCS-2. At 54 minutes and 5 seconds, the second stage engine cuts off, SECO-2. At 1 hour and 55 minutes and 13 seconds, the Starlink satellites deploy. So for the first stage, we're looking at launch, ascent, stage separation, flip maneuver, Griffins deploy, entry burn, aerodynamic guidance, for vertical landing, and autonomous drone ship landing. For the second stage, we're looking for launch, ascent, stage separation, flip maneuver, fairing separation, payload separation. Okay. Looking good. That's all the info from SpaceX's website. I remember these events to the top of my head. So, yep. So, let's look at the weather for the night's launch. Make sure everything's good. Alright. Alright. So, we are looking for some good weather. And, wait. As you can see from the, As you can see from right here, from about 6 hours right now, we did have some clouds, and now we should have some clouds over here, but those should not be a problem. They should be gone by the time it launches, hopefully. The clouds should start developing at 3 a.m., but Falcon 9 won't be launching at that time. But the clouds, looks like they are gonna, but no, they're not gonna be a problem. So, thankfully, we're not gonna be having to worry about that. So, good news. We'll put that weather thing down. So, let's look at the first flight of this booster and its historic achievements that it got itself to from now. It launched from this pad for Crew 5 about 1 year ago. Let's watch.
Josh, check back in. Those connections.
That call going further away from all of its propellants, and we can see that leftover liquid oxygen now being vented or released, now flowing further away from the vehicle. So nearly 1 million pounds of liquid oxygen in RP1 now on board Falcon 9. It is fully loaded and ready for launch.
And coming up at T-minus 1 minute, we'll hear that Dragon is in countdown. Its flight computer will switch to countdown mode, and we'll hear that the flight termination system on Falcon 9 is armed.
FPS is armed, Falcon 9 is in startup and is now controlling.
And there you heard it,
Dragon is in countdown.
Dragon's flight computer in countdown, the flight termination system now armed.
We should get the final go for launch from SpaceX launch director Mark Siltis.
Dragon, SpaceX. Godspeed. Go for launch.
SpaceX Dragon, go for launch.
SpaceX
T-minus
reports
30
go.
seconds.
Crew reports go. 30 seconds until liftoff.
T-minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engines full power. And liftoff. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Vehicle is pitching downrange. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
We're now at T plus 35 seconds into the 5th rotational crew mission on board Dragon and Falcon 9.
Nominal power and telemetry.
In just a few seconds, we'll hear the call out for stage 1 throttle down.
Stage 1 throttle down.
Falcon 9 engines throttling down to help pass through the period of maximum dynamic pressure.
This period is known as max Q, and once the vehicle, there we just heard that the vehicle is now traveling faster than the speed of sound. Once through max Q, we'll throttle those Merlin engines back up.
Max Q. Stage 1 throttle up.
Stage 1 Bravo.
Copy 1 Bravo.
That call out for 1 Bravo means we're in the second and final abort mode for the first stage, continuing to get good performance. The crew is already pulling over 2 Gs. And next up is going to be a couple of events in rapid succession. First will be engine chill on the second stage and back engine. And there you heard that call out. And then we'll have MECO, or main engine cutoff, where the 9 engines igniting will cut off in preparation for second stage separation. Then we'll see the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage ignite and continue to carry the Crew 5 astronauts to orbit.
Just like we did on first stage, that MVAC chill is intended to help pre-chill the hardware prior to the full flow of that densified liquid oxygen.
Stage 1 throttle down.
At this point in time, those 9 Merlin engines are beginning to throttle down in preparation for MECO, or main engine cutoff.
Standing by for MECO.
And MECO.
Stage 2 Alpha.
Stage separation confirmed.
Copy 2 Alpha.
There we should see that second engine begin to ignite now. And obviously confirmed by the loud cheer behind us here at Mission Control Hawthorne.
And we're also in 2 Alpha for the aborts if needed. Again, second stage is lit and continuing to carry the Crew 5 astronauts into orbit.
We're now getting a view of the first stage after that stage separation. The second stage still being illuminated by that single Merlin vacuum engine, and that's on the right-hand side of your screen. First stage on the left-hand side of your screen making its way back to Earth. We will be attempting to land it on our drone ship, which today we are using Just Read the Instructions.
Acquisition signal, Bermuda.
And we did hear that acquisition of the ground station in Bermuda. The first stage is continuing to make its way back to Earth, and the second stage is going to continue.
SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
Another good call, trajectory nominal.
Dragon copy.
Confirmation there from Commander Nicole Mann. You can also sort of see the Space Coast there in the background of the first stage on the left-hand side of your screen. It also looks like you can actually see the thrust plume created by the first stage as it's now rotating just out of screen.
Second stage is going to continue firing until a little over 8 minutes into the flight, really doing the heavy lifting now, getting the crew into orbit.
Everything continues to look nominal on both first and second stages. As I mentioned before, the first stage will be making a landing on one of our drone ships, which is currently parked a couple hundred miles off the coast of Florida in the Atlantic Ocean. So we can see now that...
Dragon, SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
Good confirmation there that we have good trajectory.
The second stage now traveling over 5,400 miles per hour. Crew is pulling a little more than 1 G right now. That's going to continue to ramp up, peaking just before we get to second stage cutoff here in just a few minutes from now.
first stage, we'll be performing 2 separate burns, a re-entry burn where we reignite 3 of the Merlin M1D engines on the first stage. We ignite the center engine and 2 radial engines to help slow it down as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere. And then the second final burn, and that will be the landing burn on our drone ship.
And the single MVAC engine that you see.
Trajectory nominal.
The single MVAC engine that you see on the right of your screen is continuing to fire. We did hear another call out that trajectory is nominal. Crew heading in the direction that they are supposed to be.
AFSCM.
This single engine can produce over 220,000 pounds of thrust in the vacuum of space. Now over 200 kilometers in altitude. We will start to hit events now in a rapid succession as the first stage continues to make its way back to Earth and the second stage continues its burn. Just a couple minutes left in that burn.
For those of you just joining us, just over 6.5 minutes ago, our 4 Crew 5 astronauts launched from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and they are now making their way into orbit on the second stage inside Crew Dragon.
Trajectory nominal.
Which we're hearing that the trajectory on that is nominal.
Dragon copy.
They are safe inside Dragon Endurance, whereas the first stage on the left-hand side of your screen is making its way back to Earth. We are coming up to the re-entry burn, which, as I said before, we ignite 3 of the 9 Merlin engines to help slow the booster down as it re-enters the dense part of the Earth's atmosphere. As the entry burn completes, we'll be in the final...
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
So there we heard the
Stage 2,
call out.
MTS is safe.
You can there see it on your screen that that entry burn has been initiated.
And as that entry burn completes, we'll be in the final different abort phases here shortly, which essentially correspond to areas along the very northeastern seaboard of the U.S.
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
Great news, that entry burn was shut down, and then those last all the way across the Atlantic off the coast of Scotland for those abort zones.
Everything continues to look nominal for both the first and second
Stage 2
stages.
is terminal guidance.
And the crew with the second stage still attached is now traveling over 13,000 miles per hour.
We're about 10 seconds away from SECO 1.
Copy, Shannon.
Shannon,
Stage 1, transonic.
that call out for Shannon, Ireland, indicative of our final abort zone. After this, we'll see second stage shut off, and we'll be listening for confirmation of a good orbit, which tells us the crew and Dragon are exactly where they need to be.
And there we had confirmation that the
Stage
MVAC
1 landing burn.
has shut down simultaneously. The entry...
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal orbit insertion.
And you heard that call for a good insertion. We will coast for a few minutes.
There we can see the drone ship coming into view as Falcon 9 attempts.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
You can see those landing legs have now deployed. And as you can see on your screen, and you can hear by the clapping and cheering behind me, Falcon 9 has landed on our drone ship just through the instructions.
That was some amazing video of Crew 5. We should be, the next event that we're coming up on is, go for prop loading in 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 33 seconds from now. Enjoy the views. I'm gonna commentate a little bit. I'm happy to be here. Yet again. Oh yeah, also, I would like to show you a game. It again for Falcon 9. Here you go. Let me get it open. There you go. Okay, let me turn that off. There you go, you can see the Falcon 9 good. Let's see this launch. Vehicle is pitching down. Chain pressure's down. Getting ready for engine cutoff. Engine cutoff. State separation confirmed. You should see those grid fins deploy. There's the entry burn, and the entry burn is ended. Getting ready for stage 1 landing burn. Stage 1 landing burn. Play like the deployed. Touchdown. That's the Falcon 9 landing. Beautiful. That's it for that. We are currently coming up on at this time we should be in propellant pull. Um Falcon 9 is currently in propellant pulling. Getting to go from the launch director to see if we go for prop loading. 3 minutes after that, they'll start prop loading. The last call out for this, the last thing that they said is less than 1 hour of Falcon 9's launch of 23 Starlink satellites from Florida. The next one is up next. Our third Falcon 9 launch of the week that does target from 39A on Florida to Thursday night. Right now, we should be currently in propellant loading. If SpaceX says gate to go, I'll check that if they delayed. They have not. So, and that said, we should be in propellant loading right now. That's nice news. Well, we haven't got the call out for it yet, so we're still waiting that.
Stage 2, terminal guidance.
Yay! It's looking grim. But still. So trying to get some call-outs. If we're in propellant loading. It's been 21 minutes since the latest post of this mission, or update on the mission. But we have not seen no delays on X for the mission to May 24th. If we see a delay to May 24th or any later from 9:38 p.m. until they start, they have delayed it till another day or another hour or another minute. Still, we're awaiting call-outs for propellant loading, but we might be able to see it visually. We still haven't. Oh, you can see some. Okay, you can see some condensation from the booster. We are in propellant loading. So, with that said, we are currently go for launch. So, let me see if I can get the call up for propellant loading from SpaceX. Just to make sure. But that is condensation. And we're now T-minus 30 minutes. Now let's talk about Starship. We're so close to Starship Flight 4. We're ready. We have lots of people ready. All I can say is light the candle, send it. For that. Call out. We have not got no call out for propellant loading. Hopefully we'll get to at least inform us by the official SpaceX that we are indeed prop loading. But as you can see visually, we are in prop loading. You could also see the rolled pad visually. Everything's looking good and go for this launch. We are so far we're going for it. But if we have to delay a middle of propeller, we will indeed delay the May 24th. so. Still checking for updates. Still, we have no call out for the propellant loading start, so I assume SpaceX has skipped it. Alright. Enjoy. Oh shoot, things got rough. I'm not gonna let things got rough. Get ready for the T-minus 20 minute. Get ready for the T-minus 20-minute event. Should be happening at exactly 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, it did start about a little bit earlier than that. Not 7. Sorry for the wait time. We still haven't got go for propellant load, but we are in propellant load. SpaceX is a little bit lazy today. But they already gave us an update that they're only 1 hour before launch. So, yeah. Everything's looking good for a T0 tonight. Amazing views. Godspeed. Godspeed. We have about 10 minutes until SpaceX is starting. We have actually exactly 10 minutes before SpaceX starts their stream. Alright, we're to my 13 minutes and 35 seconds until the launch. SpaceX's stream started. Well, I can say is I'm excited to see another launch. I'm on doing a Hunter, and then I'll shut Hunter into the first version of SpaceX. Falcon 9 launches, Starlink 6-63, 26 T-minus 5 minutes. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tanks are pressurizing for strong back retract. compact lower has started. Stage 1 LOX load is complete. Stage 2 LOX load is complete. Ground gas closeout. Falcon 9 is in startup. Go for launch. T-minus 30 seconds at cabin. T-minus 15. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 chamber pressure is nominal.
max Q.
Nico.
Stage separation confirmed.
And vac ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
Stage 1 transonic. Stage 1 landing bird.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
That was amazing. Successful landing of B-1077 on just read the instructions, and a successful launch of B-1077 from LC-39A. Beautiful views. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Three, two, one. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal.
Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying.
Falcon 9 has landed.
3.
Be ready for Starlink Group 6S60.